Welcome back to another episode here on the Eternal Sith Network. We're going to get right into it. Today we're going to be talking about Jedi Survivor. But before we do start this video, remember, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know on everything Star Wars on here, the Eternal Sith Network. And once you're done watching this video, go check out my last one. Give it a thumbs up as you watch. Y'all know what to do. Let's start the show. So one of the biggest questions for Jedi Survivor has been who is in this Bakta tank and what's the purpose of it? Well, we know that in the new trailer for it, it showcases a fluid gameplay, but also creates an aura of mystery around a Force user that Cal finds in a Bakta tank. While much of the game's story will remain a secret until it's released, there are plenty of predictions as to the character of who he could be. Here's some that we're going to talk about. Now, one of the things that have been lingering about this character that people have been saying is that it could be from the Akani species because of the pale hair and the skin, which does definitely go hand in hand. And I would say very much this is kind of true. But the other one as well has been lingering around is the Star Killer one. Now, it doesn't quite add up as we know. It's, again, we haven't seen a Star Killer in canon yet. And so far, we know that from his, we know that Star Killer is a clone. It wouldn't really make sense with who this character is. Because this character once was a Jedi, as he does say that the order is gone. I was betrayed by the one I trusted the most. Star Killer was never, like I said, a Jedi. And didn't have a good reason to trust people. And so him saying this line really aligns him with that, doesn't really align him with that character. But it also could be, though, the Kang species that we got to see back in season 4 of the Clone Wars with the Asajj Ventress arc. But I want to go back to the Star Killer one because that one to me brings up a lot, and it brings up like this whole can of worms. Because I think that we're kind of due for a character like that. Like, I feel like this character, Star Killer, as we know, right from the video games The Force Unleashed, Sam Witwer's character has been going around for a long time. Now, I know that we can't get that character back into the canon. Well, we could, but they would obviously water him down. I feel like this character has a bigger purpose. I feel like this character, to be honest with you guys, is from the High Republic. Because if you see his attire, it does match that of the High Republic characters. And we see a lot of things now in the TV shows with the Acolyte that's connecting to the prequel trilogy right before. It's only a matter of time before all this comes into play, and we see how much of the shows, as they say, it's kind of like it's called the Mandoverse, right? It has nothing to do with the Mando timeline, but everything is connecting. As we know, Andor is going to lead into the original trilogy. So does Kenobi eventually lead into that, and I can't see why Cal Kestis' character not lead into any of this canon that we obviously have, because he is a canon character, as they just came out with the book. So I think that this character here is going to add some finesse to it, and it's going to add a lot of depth as we're going to see Cal grow in different ways. And I feel like this character is going to push him to new heights that we've never seen Cal before. And Cameron Monaghan did talk about it in his interview or when he was on the stage talking about the gameplay of it. So I could definitely see this character being definitely from the High Republic era. I think that, whoever it was that, put him in this Bakta tank for all this time, I think that is a big key player that we might even see as far back as in the Acolyte, which I could see the connection between the two eventually. As we know that the Sith were, starting to come out in the Acolyte. That's why we're having that show, because we see the darkness rise again. So that could be something of that, where he's been, frozen for that long, or shall I say in the back of the tank for that long. I definitely could see the connection with those two. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Acolyte has a big deal to do with this show, as this would be the first introduction of the Acolyte, or speaking of the High Republic now, in a video game. So I could definitely see that connection. But let me know what you think in the comment section. I mean, would you want to see it where this character kind of has like that Star Killer kind of finesse, or kind of like the powers of Star Killer? Or do you want to see just him be this character from the High Republic? And do you agree that he could possibly be a character from the High Republic that they might be introducing from the Acolyte into the video game? Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this news today. Remember, for more Star Wars content, hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know on everything Star Wars, as I have another video out tomorrow. And remember, the Eternal Sith, then, now, forever. Later, guys.